I use AI to test 20 different Bitcoin trading strategies, most popular ones, in order to find the ones which is going to be producing the best possible results and the ones which are going to be producing least possible results. And in this video, I will share everything with you. I will tell you which strategies are winning, which are losing, and how you can scale the winning strategies. Stick with me. I will not hide anything with you. I will share everything I found in this video. Here are all the daily strategies which I've tested. I used, there's a small remark, I use MBT, which is Bitcoin futures, in order to test those strategies. Bitcoin futures is identical to Bitcoin itself, as you see over here, based on this chart. And I use it because it's very easy to use it in my broker, and it's much more convenient for me to use this than MBT directly. But the strategy, it does not affect the strategies because MBT is equals to Bitcoin itself, so you can use that without any problems. And my broker was providing the backtesting data for MBT. That's why I use it for backtesting. I use different time frames, the intraday strategies, daily strategies, and I've backtested them thoroughly over the last 5 years. And during the bull market, during the bear market, all the market I've tested. I've tested the long strategies and the short strategies as well. When it comes to the daily strategies, over here you see the list of all the daily strategies which I've tested. There's a strategy name, there is compound annual growth rate of the strategy. The more the better. It must be somewhere but more than 10%, otherwise it's not even more profitable than S&P 500. Here is a max drawdown. The less drawdown, the better. The Sharpe ratio, the more the better once again. Win rate, it's like what a percentage of the trades were winning, what was the PNL, and how many orders were executed in the trade in the backtesting period. As you see here, the bottom strategies, they're not very profitable. Their annual compound growth rate is very low. So Bollinger Band strategy, buy the deep, RSI mean reversal, 52-week breakouts, goes away right away. And Golden Cross, this is a cross between 50 and 200 simple moving averages, produce not a bad results. And the simple moving averages, when Bitcoin crosses the simple moving averages, going long is not a bad idea, because then this strategy produced the best possible annual compound growth rate, and the drawdown was relatively small. When it comes to the short strategy, this is the short one. Annual compound growth rate was higher because the Bitcoin drops higher. However, the drawdown is higher as well, so which is not acceptable. So that's why I'm sticking with this strategy as the winning strategy on the daily ones. Here are intraday strategies. That's the strategies which were tested on the 1-hour bars over 2 years bull windows, and just to see if that is even a valid strategy. As you see, volume weighted average price cross daily resets. It's not profitable at all. All those strategies not profitable. Stochastic RSI not at all. SMA 200 on the daily doesn't produce any results. MACD more or less somewhere, but the drawdown is still high. EMA 9 and 21 cross, not too much. Super trend actually, it has a very good results as well. And this is the strategy you can use as well, because annual compound growth rate, it's good, and max drawdown, it's relatively small as well. It is important to mention here this 3x, and this is actually how you can scale those strategies. Once you identify the strategy which is winning, for example this one, you can scale it up, and the way you're scaling is by using more leverage. So the way it works is you're buying more with the same amount of capital, and the risk is higher, of course, but because you know that the win rate of this strategy is high and the PNL is high, you can project how much is going to be potential loss, and therefore you can minimize your risks. So the way you're scaling those strategies is by using leverage. So first you're identifying which strategy you can use in order to produce consistently winning trades, and then you're just laser focused on that particular time frame, in that particular setup, in that particular region, and then you're placing your orders using this certain leverage. The leverage risk depends on your capital and your risk factors as well. The less leverage, the less results you're going to have. It's not going to be affecting the win rate and P&L. It's only going to be affecting the capital you're putting at risks. However, I was testing the different variants because the leverage is affecting the drawdown as well. And over here, for example, I use 7x leverage for this strategy. This is exactly the same strategy as we have here. It's like when the Bitcoin crosses above on the daily time frame crosses above 200 simple moving average, then we're going long. And we're going long here with a 7x leverage. Then annual compound growth rate was 51 and max drawdown was 25%. So the drawdown, of course, is going to be higher, the returns are going to be higher, but the Sharpe ratio, it shows the relation between the drawdown and the annual compound growth rate. It is actually good because it is sufficient to risk this amount of capital to have this amount of returns, it proves. Win rate is going to be exactly the same, and P&L it's going to be slightly higher. The amount of orders is exactly the same because the period is the same, everything is the same. And here's all the findings, the summary of all those strategies in one list if you want to see them. But once again, this is the same strategy as this one. The difference between this one is has 7x leverage and this one is 3x leverage. So by the order of returns, the simple moving average across above 200 SME is the best possible strategy. It is definitely the best. It produced the best possible results with acceptable range of drawdown. The Sharpe ratio of this strategy is the only one which is above 1. So I'd personally use this strategy for myself when I'm going to be trading Bitcoin. Super trend is the second best one because it produces half of the annual compound return rates. With however, we're risking 3 times less. We use 3 times less leverage, 2 times less leverage, sorry, and which resulted in two times less returns. However, the drawdown is lower as well. Then this strategy is on the 1 hour time frames, so there are going to be more trades like that, and that's going to be the second best definitely. This is identical to this one, so we're not going to discuss this one, and all the others I see no reason to discuss because that's definitely two best possible strategies to trade Bitcoin. And if you want to read about all the strategies, I'm gonna scroll it through so you can read it like over here. That's gonna be all the summary about all the strategies, how you can trade them, what you need to do, and how you can hold. And I'm not gonna be sticking around that too much because I personally not gonna be trading it manually. I'm gonna use algorithmic trading to trade those strategies. I'm gonna write an algorithm which is gonna be doing that for myself, and that's why for me it's not really important. For me, I'm more relying on the numbers, and then I'm going to the after back testing, I'm going to the live testing when I'm gonna be proven that this strategy is actually withstanding everything in the live environment, that all the orders are executed in the right time, everything is happening in the right sequence, and then after that I'm gonna be going with the real money like in the market. Anyway, I hope you had enough time to read it through, and I hope this video was valuable for you. If you would like to know how you can use AI to backtest your trading strategies, I will open in the school community where I teach everything I know. If you're interested to join, I'm gonna drop the link in the description section down below. Feel free to check it out. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you an amazing day. Take care. Bye.